Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use the object selection tool in Photoshop 2025. This is one of my favorite tools to use because I own an Etsy shop where I create photography backdrops like the one you're looking at here, and then I like to put a subject onto it for my listing pictures so that people that are shopping can see what it would look like when they put their subject onto the picture. So this is a Halloween cemetery backdrop that I just recently created for the upcoming Halloween season. And we are going to take this woman in this picture and select her and paste her in here. Now, I want to say before we do this, I find this tool to be amazing. I feel like Photoshop 2025 really nailed it. I have to do very little work in order to do this, but if you have a foreground and a background that are similarly colored, then sometimes it will pull some of the background with the image. When that happens, a lot of times I deselect and try again, and if it still isn't getting it, then you would have to use your eraser tool to kind of clean it up a bit. But let's see how it works here. So I just moved this out of my way so I can see pretty much all of her. And this box, the white box, is kind of opaque in the middle, and then it has, I call those marching ants, around the outside is the object selection tool. If you can't find that on here, then you can click this little arrow in the corner and it'll pull up your other selection tools. So make sure that it is this one with the box that you have highlighted. And then what you're going to do is you can see how it automatically is trying to guess what I want to select. So if I wanted just the book or just, her hat, you can see it's not super great at selecting just the thing. I actually don't use it this way very often at all. What I do instead is you click and then you make a box or a rectangle around whatever the thing is that you want to select, and then you unclick and it processes for a little bit. And now you can see the marching ants I was talking about that go around her. So if we want to get a better look at that, we can just come up here to that selection so that it stops highlighting things in pink. So we can see that she looks like she's selected pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and keep this selection. Like I said, you could always deselect and try it again. Sometimes it'll fix whatever the error is. Sometimes if you're not making your box big enough, like if you're too tight to the image, it actually will have a harder time. If you select more of the background in your selection, it actually will have an easier time differentiating between the two. So that's a couple tips for when you try to do it. And we're just going to go to edit, copy. Now, if you're selecting, this is just a JPEG image, I haven't done anything to it, but if you're selecting something where you have layers over here, then you're gonna wanna go to copy merged. It's grayed out for me because I don't have anything merged right now. I'm just working off of a JPEG that, like I said, I haven't done anything to. So we're gonna hit copy here, and then I'm gonna go back to my original image here where I wanna put her in, and we are going to go to paste. And there she is, nice and petite. And if you haven't already clicked your selection tool up here, go ahead and click that, and then you can manipulate your image however you want. So she obviously doesn't have legs, so she's gonna go down here to create the illusion that she's closer to me. And I think I want her to be maybe this big. I don't want her to block out the moon because I really like the moon. And when I'm done, I usually will hit return, or you can just click over to the side here. And there she is. So I took her from this image and pasted her onto this image. And now when I post this on my Etsy shop, which I will link in comments if you want to see the listing, she looks fantastic. I feel like people can get a really good idea of what it would look like. Or if you are a person who has purchased a photography backdrop from somebody and you're trying to figure out how to put your picture on it, now you know how to do it.